Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The sprinters will certainly have dissected and analysed the route in order to work out the scenario for this stage, but they'd better beware. If everything does point towards a mass sprint finish, the roads exposed to the wind on the approaches to Troyes could provide some surprises. Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. He's trying to escape.
He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint.
Counter-attack attempt. There's an attack behind. One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. His qualities as a ruler are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead, especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb. But he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish. He's primarily a teammate ruler, even if he's not too bad on a sprint. He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape.
You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. The yellow jersey changes shoulders, but it stays with the team. At the front, you're the best placed for the green jersey. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. You are 2 kilometers from the top. He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
The first 15 in the intermediate sprint score points for the green jersey. The first will pocket 20 extra points.
You're 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. He's the best sprinter in the group. Take his wheel if you want to score some points. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint. You are 2 kilometers from the top. He launched the mountain sprint. His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint. I'll go full out on the relay. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, you're the best placed for the green jersey. You're the best placed in the breakaway for the mountain classification. You have 30 seconds on the peloton. Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed. You'll be on wide avenues inside 12. The finish harbours no pitfalls.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres.
Okay, I'll consume a speed.
Only 5 kilometres left before the name of today's winner is known. Given the race profile, it is more than likely to be a sprinter who writes his name in the annals.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
The red pennant, and the sprint is on.
Go, 1 kilometre. You've got to give everything in the sprint. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the yellow jersey. We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France.
Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage today. Finishing in the top 5, even though the stage didn't suit us, is extremely satisfying. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat.
Hello and welcome to all. The generally flat route should lend itself to a battle between sprinters for the stage victory. However, the peloton may be hit by crosswinds, which could see the idea of Borges being hatched, some teams being perfectly able to exploit this type of situation. Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. He can ride all day long on the flat. It would be hard to say that he's in his element on short climbs or sprints. One and a half minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well.
He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favor a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway. At the front, you're the best placed for the green jersey. You're the best placed in the breakaway for the mountain classification. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. He's gone down. His teammates will no doubt wait for him. He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Continuez comme...
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace. I'll go full out on the relay. New provisional leader. It's still a rider from the team. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. He launched the mountain sprint. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
Allez, on lâche rien. Encore.
taken control of the provisional overall standings with a new rider. You're 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow-up.
"15 kilometers from the finish. The peloton is bunched. It will have left no chance to the escapees. As we enter the final 10 kilometers, the peloton is bunched. We're heading towards a mass sprint.
He's just fallen. It will be difficult for him to be part of the sprint. Collective fall. It may create gaps. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. "5 kilometers for the breakaway. It'll be tight for the stage victory." Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Only 5 kilometers left for the breakaway riders to settle it. If anyone wants to avoid the sprint, they mustn't wait much longer.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Last kilometer. Don't look back. The peloton is right behind you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is the winner of the Trois Nuits stage. He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the yellow jersey. We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is a... Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Predictions are wide open for this stage, entirely ridden through the roads of the Jura. If the terrain immediately excludes the sprinters from any hope of a stage win, it is not selective enough to be certain that the general classification favourites will go on the offensive. It's up to the baroudeurs to seize their chance. Attack! Watch out! He's aiming for the polka dot jersey.
I'll go full out on the relay. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
He's a good climber puncher over any kind of obstacle.
You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey.
The first king of the mountain's summit is classified as a Category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top.
His teammates are already supplying the pace to finish in a sprint. The breakaway is forewarned. It's looking good for the counterattack. You should perhaps wait for them. The finish is still a long way off. He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. It's you who has the most mountain points within the lead group. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. New provisional leader. It's still a rider from the team. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens.
There will be 5, 3, 2 and 1 point to be taken for the first 5 riders at the next King of the Mountains summit.
Here's the positions over the last climb. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Allez les gars, courage! Courage, bravo! Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars!
You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez! Les gars! Allez! Continue! Bravo! Continue! Allez!
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings. You have 30 seconds lead.
Ranked 4th category, the next King of the Mountains summit will earn 1 point for the rider who's in front at the top.
You're over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price. His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap.
The riders are beginning the ascent of the Monte de la Combe de l'Aïsia-les-Molunes, a 13-kilometre climb which will be decisive for the stage victory, its summit being located 10 kilometres from the finish. The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained.
Okay, I'll consume the feed. He has to be caught if we are to hope for a stage win.
Allez les gars, courage!
King of the mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. He's asked his teammates to chase you down because you're dangerous for the overall standings. You're going to have to try and hold out. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway.
Courage, on continue! Courage, courage, on continue! Bravo les gars, c'est bien!
He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. It's downhill for 2 kilometers. Stick to the wheels in front and try to recover. Everything will be decided in the last 5 kilometers.
Courage les gars, allez plus vite!
He's moving on to the attack. 5 kilometers from the finish. One man is alone in the lead, but it's not yet done and dusted for his chasers. We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out. Only 3 kilometers left. The man at the front can begin to savour his victory.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
Last kilometre.
Last kilometre. Don't look back. The peloton is right behind you. Go, go! Just 1 kilometre left. Flat out! Go, guys! You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is the winner of the Dole Station de Route stage. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the yellow jersey. He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. We've got to defend the yellow jersey. It's not going to be easy. We don't have much of a lead. However, we can join the fight